What is the heaviest thing on your shopping list that you have to buy very often because your body depends on it all the time? Water, of course, but for us here, we're living off grid. We try to be as self-sufficient as possible, and still we had to go out and get our own water. Now, we didn't put it on our shopping list as such, but we did have to get our big jerry cans, put them in the car, go to the municipal water spot that we have, and fill them up weekly.
It takes ages, it's so slow. It's really boring waiting here. It takes about a minute per litre. So I have 120 litres. So I'll be here for nearly 2 hours, which is silly.
But a year and a half ago, when we got one small unit that fits really neatly in our kitchen, that all changed. And now, this is where our drinking water comes from. And that has saved us a lot of time. We don't need all those big bottles of plastic anymore. And also, one time we needed plastic bottles for the garden. And because we are so used to this delicious taste, we didn't even want to drink that water. We used that water for the plants and kept drinking our water. And the other great thing is we know what is going into our body now because we have done numerous tests.
We've got the results. Yay! So, shall we do this first before we drink it so we know what we're drinking?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Entrecocos, 15. And after, 0. This entrecocos is found in the guts of all animals, I think. So that's basically from poop contamination. So there was 15. Now I went online and I found all the kind of standards, EU standards and US standards as well. And under entrecocos, which is entrecocos, here, you should have 0. You can't drink your water if it has any of it. So it's taken out 15. So now that's clean, good to drink. Next on the list is the quantity of microorganisms at 22 degrees, and we had in it 8.5 times 10 to the power of 2, which I think is about 850, that would be, times 10 to the power of 2, 850 colonies, after less than 1, which is probably the minimum they can actually quantify with the equipment they have. And then at 36 degrees, they do the same thing, and it was 8.7 times 10 to the 2, so it's grown by 20, because it's about 870. And after, we have less than 1 as well. Very good! Look, you can see it's got very low turbidity, or however you say it. I learnt a new word. But it's really, really clear. So clear. There you go.
Thank you.
Hopefully it doesn't taste like mineral water. Cheers.
Mmm. Tastes like water.
Tastes like very clean water. Yum. Yay! No more going to collect water from the local village spring.
It feels like such a long time ago. It was only a year and a half ago. It's just so easy. You don't have to think about it. You turn on the tap and you know that whatever's going into your body is safe to drink. And speaking about safe to drink, when we were getting it from the municipal spot, Luke was having a few stomach problems and we didn't even think anything of it. But when we later had all the waters tested, because he used to go to 2 or 3 different places, one of them was in the red. It was really not good to drink. So even though a lot of people were drinking from there, it wasn't 100% good for your body. And water is the thing that we put most in our body. So you kind of want to know that it's safe to drink. And not only safe, actually doing you good. And I'm really excited about sharing this with you today because we're not talking about the Waterdrop system we have in our caravan right now. No, we are upgrading. We are going to take this system that we have in our caravan, put it in the shed for now, and we're going to test out this new upgraded version. And I can't wait to share these 2 things that are new with this system. One, Luke can't get over. Being a chef, he finds this really exciting. And number 2 is exciting for me. So this new system is the Waterdrop X12. And it's an 11-stage reverse osmosis system with a 1200 GPD capacity. It is also tankless, so it doesn't take up loads of space underneath the sink. And luckily for us, it is the exact same size of the other one, so it does fit under the sink. And it has something that our previous system did not have. and that is alkaline remineralization. It has UV technology and the smart faucet, which, if you ask me, is really beautiful and a step up from the last one. On the tap, it gives you the information like TDS and filter life, but it also lets you dispense a specific amount of water, which is really cool. And we've been having a lot of fun with it, trying to guess what's missing from our water bottles. Because you can adjust, you can say, okay, I'd like 600 milliliters, click it on the top, and it will give you exactly 600 milliliters. But there was one particular feature that got my attention, which is the alkaline mineralization. Now, Waterdrop makes quite a few claims about the benefits of alkaline water, but I didn't just want to repeat the marketing. I wanted to go and see what science has to say about this, and the evidence is actually quite interesting. Studies have found that alkaline water can temporarily neutralize stomach acid, and water with a high pH has been shown in laboratory testing to inactivate pepsin, an enzyme involved in acid reflux. Now, that doesn't mean that alkaline water is a treatment for reflux, because the evidence is not strong enough to say that. But I have been struggling with acid reflux, unfortunately, lately, so it will be interesting to see if it makes any difference whatsoever. And of course, I will let you know if it does. Okay, these are for the fridge outside, because they're for the pigs and the chickens. Now, let's go back a couple of days ago when Luke installed the X12. Instead of being just an installation, it's an install situation.
We are. It was easy enough to install the first time,
Yes.
but obviously this time it's much easier because it's the same sized tubes, pipes. I mean, I have to change the tap, obviously, the faucet, but everything else is easy for us because they match. Easy upgrade.
So this one, we're done with it for now. Let's put it. This is going to go in your shed. Look,
I guess so.
everything in the shed.
I think that's as tight as I can get it. Is it tight enough?
It's tight. Yep, it's all moving.
Cool. Okay. So that's
Okay.
the tap on.
Tap installed.
Looks good, eh? This is the water out. This is the power to the faucet. This is the water in. This is the drain out. We didn't have to change this either because it's exactly the same, thankfully. So very easy installation if you upgrade from an older Waterdrop to the newer one. It's pretty sweet. And there is the power supply. So that's all you need. In, out, drain, power supply, power to faucet. 5 connections. So we can install it now down here.
Perfect.
Take the stoppers out.
Ooh.
These might be good earplugs for when I go swimming.
Can I put them in the other one before we put them in the
Yes.
shed? Perfect.
Yes. That's the drain. Just make sure you push it all the way down. Then you get one of these things, whatever they're called. Like that. This is the out to the tap. Okay. And this is the inlet. Okay. Easy peasy. Power to the faucet. Power to the unit. And then twist. Okay, that's all connected. Just turned it on. One noticeable difference is that the power source's wire is a bit longer and actually reached our socket. So we didn't need the extension, and it's always better not to have these things plugged into extensions. So that's good. Now let's open the water. Oh cool, it gives you a countdown of its 35-minute flush.
Because I hate wasting water, I'm going to get a bucket and water the plants with it.
Okay, so if you have it on 9999, it's unlimited, it just pours. But you can actually set how much water comes out. So up to 2 litres and from 200 millilitres. That's pretty cool. If you have recipes or something, you don't need a measuring jug. You
Yeah,
can just,
perfect.
I need a litre of water, please, you know. 200. This looks small, eh? I think this might be 180. Let's see. Oh, the UV light came on. Okay, so it's slightly smaller than 200 milliliters, this cup. What was that move?
I don't want it to overflow. Taste test, cheers.
I don't know if I can really tell the difference. It's hard, eh? They both taste delicious.
We have, we have been using filtered water for a while now, so
Reverse osmosis.
we noticed a big difference from the water we used to get from.
Yes, and when for some reason we have a sip of mineral water, if we're out in a restaurant or whatever, I really don't like it. In fact, we don't order it anymore. We get sparkling then.
Yeah, we've been spoiled now.
Delicious. As always, Waterdrop. Yum. You taste
But
it
you know,
to see if
there's
there's a difference.
This one's very good. Let's see the old one. It's different. I can taste the difference.
There is a slight difference, but they're both delicious. I don't know how to. We need a proper water connoisseur.
I mean, now I'm used to this taste, obviously, so it's like it's more because I'm used to it. But yeah, this one.
I think I'll have another 200 milliliters.
You don't. It's not. You're having another 180. So after using the X12 for a week now, I can't tell you it's changed our life completely, because the whole system changed our life completely a year and a half ago and made our life easier, made us save time and know what we're putting into our bodies. So it made us healthier as well. But we love having the remineralization, the UV technology and the smart faucet all built into one system. And I can't tell you how much we love the fact that it can dispense a specific amount of water. It has become like a game for me and Lou.
700. 700, please. Not bad.
Look, I think I need
Let's see.
400.
400. What is this supposed to be, a litre, I think.
Oh, a litre.
But, okay, I'm going to say 700. What did you say?
You said 7.
Ah! It was closer to 700 than 6.
4.
You said 4, I win anyway. Or do I lose because I waste water?
Thank you. 200 for Molly, please.
200? There you go. I really love this tap. It's a lot of fun. But maybe next upgrade, voice activated, please, Waterdrop. Jokes aside, it's awesome. And if you want to check it out, we put the link in the description below. So that is our new upgraded Waterdrop X12. We've gone from driving somewhere to collect our own water to being able to take the water from our own well and turn it into delicious and safe and healthy drinking water. And apart from being a whole lot of fun to guess how much goes into a glass or a bottle, I am really looking forward to seeing how we get on with the alkaline mineral water. And hopefully I'll notice an improvement with my acid reflux problem, and I'll let you know in a future video. But for now, it is bye from us, and a huge thank you to Waterdrop for sponsoring this video and providing us with healthy, clean, safe and delicious tasting water.